Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Good anti-air. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Goes for the drive rush there. Low whips. All right. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The attack is parried. Drive boosted Hadou. Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up here. A drive brushes that off and keeps going. Three-ball? Doesn't miss a pounding them with the Lavchuka. Can they stand the heat? The super doesn't hit. Amazing! Got him! Mix-up time. Oh, the throw connects. Forward rush. Oh my God! What knew the throw was coming? Reads the jump in perfectly. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Lots of distance here. Who closes it out? Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. That's the counter. Baits them and goes in for the hug. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. That's one huge life lead. Is this going where we think it is? The pressure is so into KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Okay, they trade hits. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Brushes that off and keeps going. Three-ball ices them. Both fighters planning something? A drive impact today. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Bumps up. Still slugging it out at this range. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Oh, could be the start of something. Beats them and goes in for the hug. In there. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Gets the knockdown, and now decides to go in with the target combo. No good up high. Lots of aggression from both sides. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Ooh, that was a sweet read. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. All right, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. How will they utilize this? They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player 2 can't. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start. Everything up into amnesia. Springs forward with the drive rush. Knockdown drive rush to keep it going. Throwing some shade. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. They decide to take a breather to regroup. So, what's next? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Doing some quick planning? Both fighters planning something? Oh, burnout triggered! Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Super arts on deck for both fighters. The drive impact doesn't work. looking for a chance. Bear throws him. What'll happen here? Got him! Mix-up time! Player 2 springs forward with a drive rush. All in with a rush! Flatlines him! Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Carries the attack and... Nice counter. Smart play there. Takes a trip. Okay, they trade hits. Player 2 creates an amnesia. A drive impact could end it all here. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? A quick brief. Team 2 comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Big counter. Beats them and goes in for the hug. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Pink? That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? A super art? Springs forward with the drive rush. They return to center stage. Goes for the jump in. Going in. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 2 is working with a better game. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to take. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Closes it out! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Are these two gonna fight forever? Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. The low doesn't connect. Low heavy. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Uses the drive for KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them. What's next? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Player 2 springs forward with a drive rush. 3-ball? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Breaks the block with a super art. Player 2 needs to use drive rush. Breaks through with the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with a jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Overdrive art. Raids them. Both fighters are standing for a drive rush to keep it going. Player 2, it's the low. Oh, here we go. They can't. Ooh, what a smart throw. Torbalan incoming. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation. Turns out. Nails the 3-ball. Here comes a big combo. The draw super art incoming. Meets them in air. What a finish. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Torbalan goes to the overdrive. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 with the life lead. Big counter. Solid combo. Did well to get the buff in there. Feeling out the spacing. Where's their opening? KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Torbalan. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? 3-ball? Player 1 can build, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Scrapping it out up close. Breaks the block with a throw. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Knockdown and counters with amnesia. Nice read. Player 1 uses the gauge for a super art. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Look at the damage. Going on the offensive? Crowns them from above. Connects with the throw. Who's gonna take it? Driver. Wow, sat and waited for this. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. It's a fake. It's the drive. Checks with a medium kick. All the throw connects. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. Low heavy. Oh, they took the bait. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Both sides getting ready. Jumps, tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Player 2 is on the brink of the pumps the brakes on the impact. This is gonna hurt. Connects with the throw. Betting it all on the drive rush. The low. A jump. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. Uses that wall pressure. Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Sets up with the jump in. Counters with amnesia. Nice lead. Neither of them willing to back off here. Got some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Fires off an overdrive. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. All right, what's coming up next? Big counter. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Spikes him with tree glove. Low heavy hits. Mix up amnesia. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Takes a trip. Player 2 has an empty drive gear. This is a very precarious situation. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Goes for the rush. Throwing some shade. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Counting on the super to burn out. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Quick breather. Hits the drive. A weak, what a finish. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.